three today, but there's 4 new smartphones out and available, or they will be very soon, on the 4G LTE network. And right now, we're going to present the Samsung 4G LTE. That is the name of this phone. And then we'll do a little Q&A, so get some questions ready. But I want to introduce you from Verizon Wireless. He's going to present this phone to you right now. Give it up for Jack McDermott, everybody. Come on.
Oh, yeah! Thanks, Pete. All right. How's everybody doing? Good. It is so cool to be here at CES talking about Verizon Wireless 4G LTE, right? Yo. And it's extra cool for me because I get to talk about the Samsung 4G LTE smartphone, a brand new smartphone launching by the first half of this year on the fastest, most advanced 4G network in America. So what are some of the features that make this phone so exciting? Let's take a look at some. First off, Super AMOLED Plus display. What does that mean? What that means is you're getting 50% more subpixels, which is going to give you brilliant colors, really crisp text, and bright graphics, great performance outdoors as well. So you've got a 4.3-inch touch display with that Super AMOLED Plus screen. Rich video and gaming experience, yours for the taking on this phone. Some of the other features include a 8-megapixel rear-facing camera and a 1.3-megapixel front-facing camera. So what do you think we would use that front-facing camera for? Take a picture of video conferencing. Yeah, absolutely. We don't need it to be 8 megapixels. It's just taking a picture of my face for video chat. We don't want anything more than 1.3 megapixels on this mug. But we're going to use that for video conferencing. You can do video chat. You can do see what I see. So if you want to go out there and capture that special event live over Verizon Wireless blazingly fast 4G LTE network, you're going to be able to do it, or you can do that face-to-face video chat. In addition to that, there's the Samsung Media Hub. You've got this entertainment on the go. Samsung Media Hub, it's movies, it's TV. Missed that water cooler episode last night? It's available the next day. Start the download on Verizon Wireless 4G LTE, and you can begin watching while you download your video file. Plus, the 2 gigs of onboard storage plus the 16 gigabyte micro SD card that comes with it are going to give you plenty of storage for those media files. So it's movies, it's TV, it's entertainment on the go. And if movies aren't your bag, get your game on. Great gaming experience on this phone. Take that Super AMOLED Plus display. Take that 1 gigahertz processor that's in this bad boy and mix in the high speed and real-time latency of Verizon Wireless 4G LTE network, and you've got a gear-shifting, alien-slaying, hard-rocking, multiplayer game platform right there in your hand. Sound good? Good. I thought so. So you take all of that on the Verizon Wireless 4G LTE network, enhanced download speeds, enhanced upload speeds, and real-time latency. This phone's going to be a killer when it comes out. There's so much I can tell you about it, but you really need to see it for yourself. So when we're done here, take a walk over to Portal 2 behind and to my left, where they are showing off the Samsung 4G LTE smartphone on Verizon Wireless 4G LTE. Go ahead and take some questions, Pete. Thank you very much, Jack. Does anybody have any questions? I'll bring the microphone right out to you. Jack is presenting this phone right over here, and you can go over there and look at it. But does anybody have any questions right now about the Samsung 4G LTE? Yes, sir? Questions? When is your iPhone coming out? I'll let Jack handle that question. We didn't announce anything about it, so I don't have anything to say about it. There's been, no announcement. Any other top secret questions? Any other questions about the Samsung? If I want to download music right now on 3G, it takes how long for a song? It takes a minute, a couple minutes? A couple minutes, depends on the file size, depends on the bit rate. Yeah, a couple minutes. But now we're talking about songs in seconds, movies in minutes. Movies in minutes. I can download a movie in a minute. If I want to, I use Skype. That's the application on the phone. Yep. And if my wife has
at home on the computer, Skype, I can use the phone, and there's no doesn't it get blurry still and pixelized and all that?
Well, no, because what you're dealing with those fast speeds, that's part of the story, but the other part of the story is latency. That low latency, that real-time latency of the 4G LTE network is really crucial for these real-time applications like Skype video chat.
If I want to Skype video chat while I'm driving, will this phone drive my car for me?
We are not there yet.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Proceed with caution.
And what I think is one of the cool things, is this a hotspot as well?
This does support our mobile hotspot feature, so you'll be able to connect up to 8 Wi-Fi enabled devices to use this as a mobile hotspot for 3G or 4G.
So 8 other tablets, laptops or phones, and they all run on 4G. Does it slow it down if you've got a whole bunch more on there? Well,
obviously you're all sharing the same connection, so the more you have on there, that's going to have an impact on performance. But remember, we are talking about a blazingly fast 4G LTE experience. So it all depends on what those devices are doing. But, end result is this is just going to be a phenomenal experience in the palm of your hand.
Are there any other questions about the Samsung? You don't have to yell, sir. I'm coming to you. Go ahead.
Battery life. When can we buy the Samsung phone?
When is it available, Jack?
Sometime before the middle of this year.
Well, you can get your hands on it right over there, right now.
Battery life. How much will it cost? Also, when is the iPhone going to be 4G?
Does anybody ask about the iPhone? Yeah, I don't.
As far as price, that's always the last thing we think about. So as we get closer to launch, I would look for more info on that.
What is the range of the hotspot? How far can you get?
It's a Wi-Fi enabled hotspot, so you've got several meters of room to play with.
If I go in another room, can I use it?
The further you get, and you put some walls in between, it's going to have an impact.
Right. What a question, someone? Yes, sir.
Does it have enough frequency agility to roam onto other LTE networks when they're out there?
Well, a lot of that is still to be determined because we're going to have to work with those other carriers to make sure that we've got that. So I would say stay tuned on that one.
Is the phone itself capable of frequency agility? Jack.
Frequency agility. That's something that I think we'd have to get an answer for. It's not something I'm equipped to answer right here on the stage.
Sir.
What's the battery life?
Battery life is going to be good on this. We've worked hard with our providers, with our chipset providers as well, to get you that optimal experience. There's a 1600 milliamp hour battery included with it. Obviously, your mileage may vary depending upon what you're doing with it. But we don't really have an official quote on battery time. Just know that we're working really hard with Samsung and with the chipset manufacturer to get that up to that expected performance. As you heard Dan say earlier, what's important to us is the customer experience. So we want to make sure that the device we're putting in your hand is going to give you that experience.
One more over here, Jack.
Sure thing.
Realistically, how is LTE different than WiMAX?
I don't want to get into kind of a competitive discussion, so what I can talk to you about are some of the strengths of LTE. We talked about it before, the high speed for upload and download. Downloading 5 to 12 megabits per second, uploading 2 to 5 megabits per second. Here's a great picture, though, late